I hadn't really been outside like that in weeks. Not properly, not socially. Mostly just indoors, head down, same routine, same walls. So today I forced myself out. No big plan, just to exist around people again. And somehow, I ended up talking to a girl. Which sounds normal, but it didn't feel normal to me. My heart was beating fast before I even said anything. I kept rehearsing lines in my head like an idiot, then scrapping them, then panicking again. When I finally spoke, it felt stiff, like my body was there, but my brain was lagging. I smiled too much. I overthought every word. I became hyper-aware of my hands, my posture, my voice. And the whole time, a voice in my head was like, "You're being weird. You sound creepy. She can tell you're nervous." I don't even know if that was true, but it felt true. I tried to keep it casual. I really did. But I could feel the tension, that imbalance where you're more invested than the other person. And then it happened. The soft rejection. Not harsh, not rude, just clear. The kind that makes you immediately replay everything you said and wonder where it went wrong. I nodded. I said something polite. I walked away. And as soon as I was alone, it hit me. That familiar drop. Embarrassment. Self-doubt. That feeling of, why did I even try? My brain went straight to extremes. See? This is why you stay inside. This is why you don't approach. You're not built for this. I felt exposed, like I showed a vulnerable part of myself and it got shut down. And yeah, right now, it honestly feels like I don't want to do that again. Not because she did anything wrong, but because rejection hits harder when you're already fragile. It took effort just to go outside, just to talk, and it feels like I wasted it. I know people say, at least you tried, but it doesn't feel brave. It feels stupid. And I'm sitting with that now. After I walked away, I didn't just move on. I carried it with me. Every step home felt heavier, like everyone could somehow tell what just happened. I kept replaying the interaction over and over. The way I stood, what I said, how long I paused before talking. I started rewriting the scene in my head. If I had said this instead, if I sounded more confident, if I waited longer. And then the blaming started. Maybe I came on too strong. Maybe I came on too weak. Maybe my vibe was off because I've been isolated too long. That's the part nobody talks about. When you stay inside for weeks, you forget how to be normal around people. Not in a dramatic way, just rusty. Your timing is off. Your instincts feel dull. You don't trust yourself socially anymore. So when something goes wrong, you don't just take it as rejection. You take it as proof. Proof that you're awkward. Proof that you've fallen behind. Proof that something about you is wrong. And that hurts more than the rejection itself. I noticed how fast my confidence collapsed. One small moment undid weeks of trying to build myself back up. Suddenly my brain was like, see? You're not attractive. You don't belong out there. Stick to your room. It's safer. That voice gets loud after rejection, and it convinces you that avoidance is protection. But the truth is, avoidance is just loneliness with a mask on. I also realized how much pressure I put on that one interaction. Like it had to mean something. Like it had to go well to justify me going outside at all. That's not fair. But when you're starved for connection, every attempt feels high stakes. So when it fails, it feels personal. I don't hate her for rejecting me. She didn't owe me anything. What hurts is how exposed I felt. How obvious my nerves probably were. How badly I wanted it to go differently. And now I'm stuck in this place where part of me knows I did something brave, but another part of me just feels embarrassed and wants to retreat again. Right now, it honestly feels like I won't do that again anytime soon.
Not because I think rejection is evil, but because I don't trust myself to handle it yet. I'm tired of feeling small afterward, tired of beating myself up. I went outside today. I tried. And somehow that made me feel worse instead of better. That's where I'm at. But it doesn't feel brave. It feels stupid. And I'm sitting with that now.
I don't really know how I'm supposed to feel about this. Part of me knows I did something most people don't even notice anymore. I went outside. I talked to someone. I tried. But another part of me feels like I embarrassed myself and confirmed all my worst thoughts. So I want to ask you, have you ever worked up the courage to approach someone after being isolated for a while and then felt worse afterward? Did rejection hit you harder than it normally would? And if you kept trying, how did you stop taking it so personally? Because right now it feels like one rejection erased all the progress I thought I made. I'm also curious, is this just part of getting back out there? Being awkward first? Feeling uncomfortable before it gets easier? Or is it okay to step back for a bit and rebuild confidence another way? I'm not asking for hype or just be confident advice. I want real answers from people who've actually been there. If you've felt this before, or you're feeling it right now, drop a comment. Even reading someone say, "Yeah, same," would help more than you think. That's it.